Moving closer to the city into a more dense urban area often comes at the cost of garden and green space. But with some creative planning, you can still have a productive and beautiful patch, even when you haven't got a lot of room to move. And this South Hobart garden is a great example of how to do just that, how to downsize, make the most of the space that you have, and grow food year-round.
Well, we've been here for 9 years now, and we were previously living about 20 k's out of Hobart at Margate, and we decided to downsize, so we bought the unit. And then we were faced with the conundrum of how do you make a garden in a space like this?
And what kind of garden did you leave behind?
Our previous garden was much bigger, rich soil, flat, lots of sun. It was wonderful, actually.
Do you miss it a little bit?
I do. Just a little bit.
Yeah. And so what is it that you wanted to create from this garden here?
Well, what I really wanted most was a vegetable garden and some fruit trees and a native garden. But we didn't, of course, know what was possible.
The outdoor space that wraps around Vivienne and Des's unit is only 150 square metres. The narrow sides are jam-packed with raised and in-ground veggie beds. There's climbers up the wall, fruit trees, and a lovely native corner. And the unit's balcony is now being consumed by pot plants.
They've really taken over, and I really got into pot plants because I ran out of space and I wanted more space.
Yeah, it's clever.
And when we moved in, this whole area, well, the whole garden really was camelias. So we had them removed, and this was the first bed we put in.
Yeah. And I love this design where you can have a little sit down
It's great,
and garden.
It's great, yeah. The height was really important to make it easy for me to use, but also the indentations in the beds make it just so much easier to reach each bed.
And what about these little nifty hoop things?
In this area we have a lot of pest birds, and so these hold netting, and so the whole area can be netted and protected.
Fantastic.
The raspberries in the garden are Des's domain. He isn't really interested in the rest of the garden, but he loves his raspberries, so I call him my sous chef because he does the raspberries, and he gives them tender loving care all year round.
So do you take all the old growth out that's just finished fruiting?
Yeah, when it's finished. Some of them are still carrying on.
And that Rio mesh is functioning just to keep everything contained, is that right?
Yeah, it's a very narrow bed, so we've got to work hard at keeping them contained.
They are invasive, you have to control them, and they even pop up in vegetable beds.
Oh, look.
Thanks, Des. Ah, so good.
Nearly a punnet a day you can get off here in December.
Well, Hannah, this is where we put our second beds here, where you can see the sweet turnips and the beetroot.
Beautiful. And you're also using all your vertical space as well, I can see.
Yeah, the beans love it there with the sun. And also I discovered that you can grow cucumbers vertically, and that's been a great success.
Yeah, so always experimenting with the space that you do have.
Yep.
Yeah. What I really love about this garden is how it's identified and utilised every single microclimate available. Like these tomatoes, which are nestled up against this northeast facing brick wall, soaking up all that warmth. And Vivienne, this native corner is so beautiful.
Yeah, I love it. And it was one of my dreams to have a Tassie native garden as part of this place. It's a lovely place to come for quiet time, but also it's private.
What is it that you love about Australian plants?
Well, I love the variety. I love the flowers, the perfumes, especially in spring, and the way the birds are attracted to the plants, like it's a symbiotic relationship, and just the smell of the leaves and the bark. There's just nothing else like it.
It's layered wild planting for maximum impact and seclusion. It includes a Banksia marginata, leptospermins, pomaderris, alocasuarina, low-growing correas, along with a eucalyptus caesia. And what are some of the main crops that you like to grow here, Vivienne?
Well, mainly I like to grow leafy greens. They taste great and they grow quickly. In summer, I love to grow basil. We can make a lot of pesto. I love to grow organically because then you know you're not damaging the soil or the plants.
I'm a big fan of this nifty little hothouse. It's where Vivian and Des grow some of their heat-loving nightshades. It's got a hinged roof for good airflow and removable doors. And Vivienne, what are some of the things that you'd like to let other small space gardeners know about what you've learned along the way?
Well, I think one of the crucial things is the orientation of the property to maximise the sun. The other things are around spacing and, I suppose most important of all, grow what you want to eat and what you want. The things that you love are what you need to grow. It's life-giving. I love getting out in the garden. I love watching it evolve and helping it evolve. I can disappear into this small space for hours and feel a lot better at the end of it.
It's important with limited space like this to do some planning around the amount of soil and sun you have and to choose the right size plants so you can have easy access. And if you do happen to have a few failures along the way, don't worry, it's just another step towards garden glory. Thanks so much for having me.
Yeah, see you.
I'll see you later. Bye-bye.